Flashback for LB. Scarlet cashmere sweater, sequined shorts, you high-step through grade 5, switchblade of a girl with blinding baton and white tassel boots. You could hold your breath underwater longer than anyone in our brief world, passed out in 8 feet just to prove it. Tanned as leather, cartwheeling down Main Street, sinking through jittery water, cat fights, lemon gin, shoplifting, your dad's gun. Just as tough as they come, my mum said. By grade 7, still straight as a sharp stick, you hung out with boys behind the park hedge, chain smoke cursed and fucked through the raw red night, bragged you were going to quit school. Grade 9, cut a fine figure and the shortest, tightest grad dress in home ec history. Slam of the principal's door, your books flopping against lockers, butt pitched in the hall, garbage can clanging when you left. So what ever happened to you? What whippet-bodied boy eating up the track on sports day is your kid? Which tattooed girl pacing the 7-Eleven parking lot, one eye full of search, the other blind resignation? What landlord do you owe 2 months' rent? Who's the poor bugger working his ass off to keep you in smokes and VLTs, the sucker you will never love no matter what he does, no matter how hard, how filthy hard you try? You who have disappeared, pock my dreams with disease, pound hope into headache night after day. Are you stumbling streets, wine and piss-soaked, filthy, ragged railing? We who have given up on you, who you've given up because we demanded you sober up before dropping by, remember our names when you beg for money, take a bath before sleeping in our beds, want to know who and where you are. Forgive us our vanities, list of priorities, personal hygiene products, credit cards, calendars. We don't have your addictions to diminish itch, desire, dark visions, or wincing guilt. On our desks, living room walls, we continue to frame facsimiles of ourselves. You disdain. Look at them often to remind us who we are supposed to be. You've descended dark alleys in decency, ascended the egotism of identity, godlike in your veil of filth. The year of the coyote. Oh, their terrible stealth. Babes have been snatched from campgrounds while parents gathered firewood, cooked dinner, slept on either side, wild roses bordering carpets of dream. These days, wherever you look, coyotes lope a lullaby across the horizon, teeth clipping a clean as needles through cloth. Oh, their red velvet thirst. We don't allow our kids out the door without a dog anymore. Keep a 22 handy. Even midday, I take the truck to Hilda's. Her husband stares out the window at wheat spilling over the prairie, wishes to hell it were legal to kill coyotes, shoot them dead mid-stride. How their howls snarl up the combines. Grain never priced lower since 1917, overflows bins, wails through rust holes. Post office closed down, we straggle at Gray's Hardware, talk about bankruptcies, auctions, dogs killed by coyotes. A few mate with them, steal home on a leash of moonlight and treason. Wait. Sometimes I still dream of you, no longer knowing your children, playing at the edge of twilight. I try to call them, try and try, but their names stick to my tongue, consonants, vowels, stillborn in the gorge of distant hills. I wake up to coyotes ripping open the dark. You gone, the howl remains. Driving home, Hilda talks faster and faster down the stuttering gravel road, says she wants another child, but her husband avoids her. All night long she hears the pad of his feet down the hallway. At dawn, he slinks to the barn to sleep with the chickens. I nod. In the rear-view mirror, catch a shape skirting the truck. Unmarked Grave, the Beatics. There is no stone, no word or prayer to mark our fleet lives, our staggering deaths. Everything we were is buried in silence under dark white plots. We mourn absences, budding spring, summer seed forests full of God and meat, our bullet and virus bones stripped of light. Babies suckle, nothing but curse to eat. Their mouths hungry for repair, bleeding bite the soil stolen. Their flesh futures rage beneath cold contempt and new subdivisions of greed. We languish in sorrow and dirt, betrayed. Stake me with fences, bullshit, provisions of guilt, weed and feed. I am silence crowing, broken wings soaring, language beyond their knowing. Loose feathers on stone. White handkerchief to your mouth, Sean and Deety. White as your mother's fingertips, the expanding spot on your sister's cheek, the day they came and took you, as you wandered hungry, ribs hooking ice. White as death. Who could have imagined you'd be taken to a house in town with a fire and embroidered linen to spit into? Who would have thought death was warm and plump with meat and men who smile too much, who ask questions with pencils, wanting you to draw the canoes, the tents, the chasms dug for winter houses. They ask you to speak your language so they can study its sound. How full of holes it is. Subterranean tunnels echo through your failing lungs. Can they hear? Blood in your mouth tastes ripe as a lover, everything gone. And so, Sean and Deety, with mother and sister dead, and none of your people left beating against winter, it's your turn. The last Beotic, loose feathers on stone. In the white man's steaming kitchen, you falter, look to the wall, the calendar you can't read. Sketch them stories of marriage ceremonies, hunting parties, bullets, disease, and your lingering death. Coughing blood, you fly, you plunge, alone, Sean and Deety, staining the white, white pages. For NH, we were full with blood seed babies. At night dreams fell from our eyes, ripe as plums across milk-colored pillows. Washing dishes, changing diapers, catching a yawn, we'd see them reappear in our hands, staining them with poetry there was never enough time to put down. There was never enough time, sleep, money then. Fatigue grew premonitions from our flesh, and we examined them for affliction and miracle, always found them, always named them each time, each one named in love and worry. Lines etched across our foreheads, at the corners of our eyes and mouths. We celebrated with clowns and cake. We devoured, we fed, rocked appetites to sleep, ran the world around and around, a carousel of night and day, years and inches around and around. Birthdays, the skies shift. One by one, planets fall from alignment. At the planetarium, the children squeeze in front of a dark lens telescope to watch a solar eclipse. In the sudden night, our bones grow cold. Fingers pulling at purses at the gift shop are stiff, the coins in our palms frozen moons. At home, the kids stick crooked posters of galaxies on the walls of rooms that spin at the end of shadowed hallways. We call them for supper, but they, light years distance, don't hear. They learn at school that the sun is cooling. Summers they plan vacations away, first a night at a friend's house, then a week at camp, a month in another country, somewhere, anywhere brighter than home. The house empty, night plummets like an old sheet from a rusty ironing board. Stars shine on, insomnia eyes, their heat spent on remote worlds. The kids' high school books tell us how far away they are, how far away we are, how long it takes to send light. You and I in our separate town's garden, we grow trees that inch through space. The years hurl by, but their numbers count down, and the trees, inch by inch, remember them in rings of sap and wear around and around. One night our trees will catch stars the size of ripe plums in their branches. As we pluck them, they'll stain the lines of our palms with their ancient purple light. We'll eat cold, sweet stars till we're full, and this time we'll taste every bite.